Are you the type of person that can pull an all-nighter? Because I used to be. I would go hard without any sleep, until one time I really went too far. And while I thought I could handle it, I should have known better. So 24 hours later, this is what happened to me. So here's a plan. 24 hours, no sleep, full send. And with that mindset, we start at midnight. I take a shot of espresso, get ready to party, and then pull an all-nighter doing whatever the heck I want. And if I make it to the next day, maybe reward myself with a nap and some extra fries at McDonald's. Deal? Alright. Hour 1, feeling confident. This is where I usually begin all my all-nighters, lots of coffee, some dancing, getting hyped. Okay, I'm vibing so hard right now. Maybe I'll stream or edit some videos. Oh, I know, let's edit a video. And while it's relaxing, I decide to spice things up. Let's throw in some B-roll. Ooh, let's add some graphics. And then I just keep going until hour 8, which is when I start to feel the brain lag creeping in. What am I doing? I think I just wrote something important, but where did I put it? Oh yeah, in the cupboard. But why is the milk in the cupboard? That's what I do when I haven't slept in days. I grab another cup of coffee, but I can already tell it's not gonna be enough. It's time for a power nap. Wait, no, I can't. No sleep, no mercy. So instead I try to power through and realize I need a change of scenery. I hop in my car and drive. Hour 12, it's getting hard. At this point, my vision is starting to blur. I'm slurring my words and I'm struggling to keep my eyes open. Reading anything becomes a nightmare, and focusing on conversations feels impossible. I remember this one time back in college when I pulled an all-nighter cramming for an exam, and I was reading through my notes, but everything just kind of looked like hieroglyphics. My brain had completely tuned out. At least I made it to work. I managed to somehow make it through the entire workday, but it was tough. Hour 16. Now I'm emotional. First, I didn't sleep last night, but then I also spilled my coffee, dropped my phone, and accidentally sent a mean comment on a video before deleting it. I just watched a video about toasters and it made me cry. What is wrong with me? All I wanted was a nice bagel, but they were out of barley, so I settled for bread, which felt very wrong. I should have gone with the bagel. I laid down for a bit, but rest was impossible. This is when I realized sleep deprivation is no joke, and then I hit the wall. This is where I start panicking because I still haven't found a good replacement for sleeping. I missed that thing. I need a new plan. I clean my house for 2 hours, but I can't even finish because my brain just shuts down again. How do people do this for days? People do this for days. This is terrifying. So the mental crash continues. Hour 20. Nothing productive happens at this point. I'm pretty sure I missed a few messages, calls, and my brain just can't seem to catch up. I yawn nonstop. I can't stop thinking about how soft my bed is, and my eyelids are so heavy. I'm technically filming this video right now, but I feel like I'm not really here. Someone else is taking over. Hour 23. This is where I'm done. My brain has completely checked out. I'm just a shell of my former self. I'm trying to say a sentence, but I keep messing it up over and over again. I think I'm turning into a zombie. I don't know who I am anymore. I lock myself in my office, turn off all the lights, pull out the camera, and whisper, "This was supposed to be funny." And then I break down. Now that I've officially broken down, I need a nap. But you already know that's not an option. The rules of this challenge are no sleep, no mercy. So I toss and turn in bed for a bit, but it doesn't help. Then I finally call it quits. There's only one option left. I jump in my car and I drive, and after an hour, I'm feeling kind of okay. I don't know if it's the movement or just the change of scenery, but I make it back home and fall asleep in my chair. But there's a twist. I wake up on my couch. So I guess I fell asleep on the couch and I have no idea how long I was out. Did I make it? The clock says 10 a.m. 24 hours later, I actually did it. I stayed awake for 24 hours, but at what cost? This is what staying awake for 24 hours straight does to your brain. First, you're cool. Then you forget why you walked into a room. Then you're sad. Then you're sleepy. And then eventually you just want to be anywhere but here. So is it worth it? Well, if you're watching this video, then you're wondering. But I'll tell you what, staying up for a day isn't fun. And if you're thinking about trying it, don't. Instead, I suggest you watch this video. Welcome back to reality. We're back in the safe confines of our own minds, free from the clutches of sleep deprivation. Just kidding. I understand the allure of burning the midnight oil, staying up late and chasing that next big idea, or just indulging in endless Netflix binges. I've been there. I've pulled countless all-nighters fueled by caffeine and willpower, convinced I could conquer the world without a wink of sleep. But trust me, it's not worth it. After 24 hours without sleep, my brain felt like a scrambled mess. My focus was scattered, my emotions were a roller coaster, and my body felt like a lead weight. I stumbled through the day in a fog, missing important details and forgetting simple tasks. My friends and family tried to intervene, but their concerned faces just added to my mounting dread. They saw the toll it was taking on me, and I hated it. As the night wore on, I became increasingly irritable and emotional. What started as mild annoyance turned into full-blown anger, and before I knew it, I was in tears over the most trivial matters. One minute I was laughing, the next I was sobbing uncontrollably. It was like an emotional earthquake rattling my sanity. Then came the hallucinations. At first they were subtle, a fleeting glimpse of something that wasn't really there. But as my brain continued to deteriorate, they became more vivid and frequent. I saw faces in the shadows, heard whispers in the silence, and felt a constant sense of dread. It was like my mind was playing tricks on me, testing my resolve. By the time the 24th hour rolled around, I was a shell of my former self. My eyes were bloodshot, my skin was pale, and my movements were sluggish. I felt like a zombie wandering through a nightmare. It was a terrifying experience that I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. If you're considering pulling an all-nighter yourself, please don't. Sleep is essential for our physical and mental well-being. It's when our brains and bodies perform vital functions that allow us to function at our best. When we deprive ourselves of sleep, we're essentially sacrificing our health and sanity. I know it's tempting to stay up one more hour, to watch one more episode, to finish that project. But trust me, it's not worth it. The consequences are too great. Instead, embrace the power of sleep. Get those 8 hours. Take those naps. Recharge your batteries. When you wake up refreshed and rejuvenated, you'll be amazed at what you can accomplish. So go ahead, close your eyes, drift off to dreamland, and wake up ready to conquer the world. Because let's face it, we can't function without our sleep.